Hey, you put the water study thing on. I'm sitting there looking at it, it's like, wait, am I looking at the, I'll skip over, I'll put it on the other.
It's nothing to talk about anyways.
Tornado siren, old business. It worked. They did the test. We all heard it a couple times. So we don't have any other updates on that. We don't have any more funds just yet, so.
So it's working on its own?
Yeah. It did this time.
Oh, okay, well, that's good.
So.
I heard
This crowd, I heard it. I heard it both times it went off,
The
so.
dog like going.
I heard Ron Higgins was coming down and turning it on.
Oh, it might have been him that did it. I don't know. I just know I heard it.
Well, I heard it too, but then I found out, somebody told me Ron Higgins came and turned it on. The day we had the tornado drill.
It was Philip Paul from EMA, Putnam County. I'm involved in that already in the county.
So he was here?
He came up to turn it on and test it both times from Greencastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're still trying to get funds to get a new one. Still working on it. Haven't got any extra funds. You guys know people that want to give us some funds? On our way.
How much is needed?
Total, I think.
32.
I don't have the paper in front of me. I think it's like 32,000.
We
I
need
think
20.
We're still needing like another 20. So. Other than that, we have for the old business. For new business, we have a guest speaker today, Craig Haggard.
Haggard, Merle, yes, sir.
So you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, and
Do you want me to stand over there so it's streamed, or?
You're
you
more than
can
welcome
if
to.
you want, or
You want a
they'll
chair?
hear you. It's all recorded and everything too.
First of all, I'm only dressed up in this silly thing, 'cause I'm going to an event after this, so. I don't usually have to wear the monkey suit when I'm at the city house.
Anyway, I'm Daniel.
Good day, Craig. Tony. So I'm a current state rep, and I'll keep it short, because I know you don't hear from a lot of politician guys, but I just I'm a current state rep, and if you have any questions about state stuff at the end or about my campaign, that's fine. I just wanted to, what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years is going to every single big town, small town, meeting every town council in the entire 4th Congressional District. And actually, after tomorrow, I'll visit every single one. I have a whole list of really cool restaurants that I can go to. Those. You guys have a whole fried catfish place around here? I always ask that. It was a goofy question.
Montezuma's close.
Benjamin.
Does it? Anyway, I grew up in Waverly, Indiana. If you've ever heard that, it's actually in this place.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we don't have a community center. We have a Masonic lodge that we use for the community, and a graveyard we take care of. That's about it. Anyway, so I'm running for the 4th Congressional District. Background, to keep it quick, from Waverly, went to Mooresville, Morgan County guy. Went to Hanover, was commissioned in the Marine Corps back in 1991, started my OCS training. Prior to that, went to infantry school, then I was selected to go to flight school, and I flew AV-8B Harriers, the jump jets of the Marine Corps. I did that all around the world, mostly off ships, was in combat, and did all that kind of stuff. And I came back in 2000, then the split personality kicked in, and I actually took an active duty commission with the Air Force. And so I could fly for the Indiana Air National Guard. I flew F-16s out of Terre Haute, and my ground job, I was commander of the range at Atterbury for 11 years. During that time, I was commissioned, married, 4 kids. They're all grown, the oldest is a Marine. And yes, my call sign was Merle, and my granddaughters call me Grandpa Merle, so kind of fun. And then I actually had a construction company at the same time. I was like a fireman, I had my side job going. And I retired in 13 as Lieutenant Colonel, and at that point I went to work for the National Rifle Association. And I worked for the not-for-profit side for actually youth shooting programs, national shooting sports, helping set up the 28, 29 now trap teams we have in high schools in the state, things like that. And I don't work with them anymore. I went with Rocky Mountain Elk. Then I was at Crane for a couple of years on the Trident missile system upgrade for the new submarine programs that we have, the Columbia Dreadnought program. And then for some crazy, dumb reason, I was asked to run for office, and I said yes when I was 52 for state rep and ran. And I've loved every minute of it. Not the silly crap, but the constituent service part of it, because that's kind of what's missing I mean, as an example, today, it's not even a real constituent service. I had a parent call me last night because his son wasn't allowed to run around the track before the track meet with the American flag because in honor of Captain Coble. That's from my hometown, the guy that got killed on the 135 overseas. And anyway, so I called the superintendent, but these are the things, but that's fine. I'll give him a number because that's, to me, what you're responsible to do. Not necessarily my job, but you know the people, and just by having the job, you get to know those people and you can help others out that don't. So I was asked to run about almost 3 years ago for the congressional seat. And I want to start off with saying, I did not start to run to Congress because I disliked Jim Baird. I wasn't going after Jim Baird. I don't dislike the family. I respect what he did. I just want, and I've not said a negative thing, nor will I take my campaign negative. I'm not going to do that. So I just want to keep it that way because I don't like that part of politics. But I was asked to run because a couple terms ago, the congressman had said to some folks in DC he was going to retire. And that's why they came to me and said, hey, we'd like you to run for this. I did an exploratory and said that the congressman ran that time, I'm not going to challenge him. And he decided to, and I didn't. I ran for my current seat. And then prior to the last time, he said that to a whole bunch of folks. He was going to not run again after this last time. Obviously, he's changed his mind, and which is fine. And so, but I am running. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years. And, you know, at this point, I have, for doing that work, I have 100+ endorsements from elected officials throughout the entire fourth, 9 of the sheriffs, 5 of the prosecutors, mayors, 5 of the county chairs. Almost every professional firefighter group is backing me, the International Firefighter. As a Republican guy, I have 13 national unions backing me. So, and that doesn't make me great, but that's just, you know, all I wanted to say. And that's what I'm doing it for. So if you all have any questions.
Okay. Hey. Anybody got any questions for him?
All right.
All right. Thank you, appreciate it.
Yep. There you go. Thank you on it. There you go. All right. Well, thanks for letting me come out. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks.
See you.
Matt's Tahoe, or Marshall's Tahoe is next on our agenda. It's, he called and said it's got a radiator hose that is leaking and it needs to be fixed. So we need to, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Get a hold of him, see. Yeah. I'll see if he wants to get it fixed. Matt said he did get a price or something on the parts. He said he can get the part cheap. So if he wants to pick up the part or whatever, we can have Coop put it on or whatever. So, and then you can check it out and make sure that's the only thing. Okay. Other than that, the other new business we have is, just, I was doing some brainstorming and I've been walking around out in the woods behind the school here. And I've noticed that we have some pretty large trees and I don't know when the last time that's ever been logged by the town. Or
I'm working on that.
or
I've got somebody that's interested. Oliver.
interested in logging it?
Yes.
Okay, because I was thinking getting that logged and selling some of these town properties that are empty, which I know you said something about building houses on some of these old empty lots we got, so.
Chad Oliver's who I've been talking to, and he's.
For the
trees. Pardon me?
For the trees.
Yes.
For the trees, so between both of those, I figured if we can look into getting that logged and look into possibly selling some of these empty lots, give the town some tax money, because right now it's just sitting there. And maybe get some more people in town, you know, because we got a couple of lots there across from the park, and we got, I don't know how that works. So, well, that'd be all on Stu, but I'm just saying stuff that we can look into. I mean, it's not anything we can vote on right now, but
There'd be a procedure to follow to sell town property, but depends on how much they are and all that, but you're just brainstorming at this point, so.
it's something to put it in everybody's heads, kind of think about it a little bit. I mean, it's just sitting there. Why not look at it?
Agreed, but the price margin for those to actually buy them is gonna be astronomical. Cause you have to pay the county, that tore them down.
Not the ones that, not, these ones over here we don't have. The ones on the right, going out of Main, or going down Main Street. It's the ones on the other side that we own. Those are in the town's
The
name.
county paid to tear them down, so.
Where the,
Right, they have.
where the town hall used to
They
be.
have a county lien on it, correct? Am I wrong?
You asking me?
Yes. I'm staring at you, I'm staring at you.
The county tore down.
I know what we did. I can only speak for Cloverdale. We had a property that had a lien on it. That was actually the town's lien. And after 3 consecutive tax sales, it went to a commissioner's sale. And at that time, we asked the commissioners to remove it to the sale, remove them from the sale and be given to the town of Cloverdale.
And these have already been given to the town.
The main,
The main ones up there.
Ours
it's
are
not
big.
not the next. to
Not the
us.
ones,
Yeah.
those aren't ours, those are still owned by the property owners.
That's what I'm saying, that's.
But the ones on the left, going out by.
Across from the bank.
Those are already ours.
Okay.
There should be, I think, 3 lots. Is that right?
It should be 2.
But anyway, we got those lots and the ones across from the park where the old apartments was. That got tore down years ago. They're just sitting empty. Just something we can think about possibly making the town a little money on stuff that's just sitting around. Other than that, master claims.
Make a motion to accept master claims for $4,680.82.
4,600 what?
80. 80.
Second it. All in favor? Aye. Okay, and public comments. We have Mr. Dodds.
Good evening, everybody. Jason Dodds, my name, my wife Kim. We bought the house on 103 West Marion up here on the north side of town. I've met a few of you. But we're here for a super important topic, chickens. We were looking into getting chickens and I had inquired with the county about it, rezoning and stuff. And Daniel caught me and said, hey, you don't have to worry about that here. We have an ordinance that says, hey, you just can't have hooved animals. And so he recommended we come and just present it to the group here that, hey, we think as long as the town council supports, just gonna get some egg-laying chickens in the backyard.
I told, Mr. Dodds that we had a couple people in town. I think we only have one person left in town that has chickens right now.
My neighbor.
Yeah, I said, as long as he keeps them contained, it probably shouldn't be. Do you have some?
I have
Oh, yeah,
chickens.
she's got some. There you go.
Morel's got chickens.
So, I said, as long as you keep them contained in your own property, we have no town ordinance saying that they can't have chickens. We just have a town ordinance saying no hooved animals in town. So,
I just wanted to make sure the rules were in town or weren't and so forth. And
We appreciate
yeah.
Some towns have gotten into big debates about chickens, no chickens.
Yes.
I don't
It
have a
can
problem
get
with
kind of ugly.
Yeah, we came from
came from
Brownsburg, Pittsburgh, and so, you know,
It's when it comes down to the roosters that are annoying.
yeah, we are not gonna have
No
any
roosters.
roosters. Yeah, I would shoot them myself.
Tony, you got a problem with it? I don't have a problem with
Yeah, okay, I don't know, kill
it. Tony just, if he gets them in his yard, he'll just end up in the
They won't
pond.
be-
Just eat them. Yeah. it's-
They're pretty territorial. Like, once you get them home,
He does
they go
make
back
some
around,
pretty good
so.
smoked chicken.
So.
Hey, that's good. I'll add, because of the tornado siren question too, I already got roped into being on Putnam County Emergency Management Organization. So I'm the communications lead for Putnam County Emergency Management, so all the severe weather side of that, I guess I'm gonna be responsible for. So I knew they were coming up to test the tornado sirens and stuff. That's why I asked a couple of questions there, because they're also, in our last meeting, we're talking about, you know, the access and grant money in regards to that, so that's why I asked was that 20,000 to put new equipment in?
It's 32,000 and some change total. We have about 12,000 raised
Yeah.
so far between.
So we've
Grants.
gotten a small grant from, obviously, Putnam County, and then what we actually raised in town. But yeah, we're still about 20 grand short.
Was that just for maintenance or for replacement?
It's for a whole
Replacement,
brand
because
new
ours
Replacement,
is,
okay.
I mean, it's
30.
slowly working, it's just not, I I mean,
Yes.
it's not.
The guy who gave us the quote is the same guy who installed the one in Cloverdale, so it should be just like the one that Cloverdale has.
Okay.
Which Jason might, I don't know if you know anything about your system, but it's pretty much the same thing. Huh?
Ours worked yesterday.
Right.
This one did too,
Ours
Yeah.
worked.
twice.
There's one.
Yeah, so I guess if there's ever stuff on that you want me to take back to the county EMA, let me know.
What's your name?
Jason
Dodd.
Dodge,
It's on
DOD.
It's on public comments already.
Oh, shit. Hey,
But you'll lose the paper. you better-
Yeah.
Anyway, just a side note, we've had a blast already the first couple months we've been here, so we're glad to be here and let us know if we can help somehow.
Hey, glad to have you. Any other public comments?
You have any?
I'm good.
Yeah, I might tell you that we have an alumni banquet this Saturday. It's our project for this month. It's Clinton Center. And then next month, on May 16th, we have Russellville's alumni banquet. And then, of course, our project for June will be the 250th celebration of the country. And that's the Saturday prior. And we're thinking about either having a yard sale, a community yard sale in either July or August.
So you say that's in June, the celebration now?
Yeah, it's June 27th.
The 4th of July one.
It's
Yeah.
exactly the 4th of July is on a Saturday, and it's the
The
week
prior.
prior, yes. We were gonna go back a week, but we could get the fireworks.
That's it. Just we could try to have the date right.
so we can went and do the yard sale and everything in the same day?
Yard sale,
No, he said,
yard sale won't be July or August.
Oh.
No, we're not doing yard sales of that. And then I do have a question. Tyler Nichols is our attorney. And I said, well, the town didn't have any money, you know, and someone said about fundraisers. And he told me that the town could do fundraisers. I said, well, I don't think they can. Their money is not. So I'm gonna ask you, since you're the attorney for the town, can they do fundraisers? Because I mean, I've been under the impression the whole time that you guys could not. But he said, oh, I'm sure they can.
Define fundraisers. Schools, if you get the right license, they do those ticket raffles and,
Yeah.
you know, 50/50s and all that, but you just can't do them on a whim. You've either got to come under somebody's umbrella or file paperwork with the state. So is there anything that prohibits you from fundraising? We can accept donations, establish a donation fund and put it in that donation fund. So, if Tyler's interested, we'd let him fundraise for us.
Well, I don't think he's interested. He just said, well, I'm sure that they can. So I was always under the impression that you could not. Didn't you
I was
think?
only
It
under the
depends.
impression that we can accept donations, but we can't fundraise.
Well, again, I think there is a line. Can't go out and strong arm people.
Right.
It's not like you're a state rep or something. You can go out and strong arm people or anything like that, but, did that for you.
I got it.
But anyway, so is there a prohibition, a straight prohibition? I don't think so.
I know with like,
You just gotta be careful with it and be smart.
with our Special Olympics, there's certain things when you're talking about lotteries, like at 50/50s and stuff like that, you have to have that license for it.
I know. See,
Those things you
we
have
can't-
to- yeah, you
we can't do
can't,
that
yeah.
either.
So those are the only real big fundraisers that we'd have to really worry about.
Sometimes you can team with a nonprofit that already has it, like Eagles or the
Yeah.
Legion or somebody that.
That's the way to get around
That's
that.
the way to finesse it.
But like if you did like what we do is a laundry soap sale, the 5-gallon bucket of laundry soap, that's something, as long as you have a non-for-profit ID and stuff like that, that's some way that you can get around some of those, the trash bags that you can sell, certain smaller ones, but you got to be careful on the money aspect of it as well, who's handling that.
Something we can look into. So, we'll get Jason, we'll just team with him. Okay, I guess he's pointing it off to Troy, so Troy's doing it now. Any other public comments?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
7:24. Now, we can call Russellville Water Board meeting to order. Give everybody a minute to read over those minutes from last month.
I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
And I second it. All in favor? Aye. Sorry, I missed a bunch of signatures, guys. Okay. Remaining SRF funds, we've already distributed those. We have our Conex boxes have been delivered. Don't think he's been back there since they got delivered, has he?
I tried to get him to respond before I came in. I got nothing yet.
Okay. So boxes have been delivered, so the guy did order them. We have them. They're sitting out by the water tower right now. We gotta get some spread, have them set. We'll get some, couple lights in it, which I ain't gonna take no time at all. I think I have that stuff at my house. And then he'll get, hopefully Tony will get a hold of him and find out when he's gonna get started on the roof for the well house. So it's on its way, and this has already sent the email to get the check so we can get him paid as soon as he gets the roof done. So I think that's all we had for old business. Well, actually, I'm gonna say the water rate study. She put it on the other paper. Sorry, guys, forgot about that. Water rate study, we have not got. Not yet. Anissa is waiting on the lady to get the last couple little details in order, and she will send it over to her. She's almost got it complete. She's just fine tuning it before she sends it to us. So, which, hey, more time she takes on it, at least I know it'll be right. So, other than that, that's all for old business. New business, we have Scott Wells.
Yes, that's me. Good evening. I'm with Brighton Broadband. We used to be, we purchased AirHop, which I am led to believe is a bit of a dirty word. But we supply wireless internet in the area. Obviously Spectrum came in and provide service as well, but we do still have a few customers in the area, and we have a lot of equipment spread out in a few places. And we would like, not a official decision tonight, but we'd like permission to look at co-locating our equipment on the new water tower.
You guys had that there once before, didn't you?
Yep, we had it on the old water tower, and it was all moved to several different locations when that came down. And we like to put it back in one because it's a lot easier for me to maintain. I'm the only person in the market, so I do all the hands-on type stuff.
If I remember correctly, back when it was on the water tower, I think we got a little bit of a percentage or something off of it, didn't we?
Yeah, and we would look to do either, I can't say because it's not my place to say, but some type of compensation, whether that is payment or service of the town facilities, which I understand in the past, the service was pretty bad. I'm proud to say that I've made a lot of improvements in the past 9 months or so since I've been taking care of everything. And it's been better. I won't say perfect, but better. To that end, whether it's payments or service for town facilities, or through my other business, I can also provide if you guys need anything else, if you want some community Wi-Fi at town facilities, surveillance for anything where you might be having problems, I can help you with that as well, and do it at drastically reduced cost to kind of help.
I don't remember how much or what we were getting last time, but the community Wi-Fi part, like maybe at the park or something like that, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but So you're just basically wanting to put it back on the water tower, so that way it's in a higher location.
Probably. What I'm really looking for tonight is access and permission and contacts, who can allow access to inside the fence out where the tower is. We need to do some evaluation as to availability of power, which I know there's power there, so that question is answered. Does Park County RMC do the town, or is that Duke? Duke, okay. Yeah, we have a couple other shares with Duke down in Green.
Well, we got, Park County does,
One, the Southwell, but
Does our
the majority of
Southwell.
it is Duke.
Okay. Is it Duke out of the tower then?
No, well, so there's no power. The power comes from the water plant, which is clear back from town. So when they bored in the water line, they put in a power line that's fed from the water plant. So there's actually no power lines back there.
Okay.
From a utility company.
Or, I mean, if there's power there and you guys want to let us use it, again, factor that into the payment to the town. I can tell you, we have some newer generation equipment that does run over power, but we can tell you upfront what that probably be in terms of kilowatt hours, so you can calculate to make sure we're not costing the town money.
right,
So that's something, as long as that's there, where at the site, we could locate our ground equipment, so a cabinet or something on the ground. We need to be able to cable us to it, we need to make sure it's out of the town's way.
So you're wanting to go and look and inspect everything, and
Right,
make sure
look,
it's.
and whoever is responsible for it, is that maybe,
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
he manages our water, so.
okay, well, perfect. So that- And, so that's what we're gonna is get out there, see what we can do and where, and just the town's permission, can we do that? And if the answer is yes, then I'll come back, hopefully next month with, once I know what our costs are gonna be and what we wanna do, come back with a proposal that I would ask you guys to consider for approval.
You'd want some kind of written contract that sets out, you know, payment and how long it is.
Right, but right now, he's just wanting to get in there and kind of
just-
look around and make sure everything's gonna.
And as part of that agreement, it would be, you know, what the town's gonna give to us. I mean, it's a two-party contract, what the town's gonna give to us would be space on the water tower, space on the ground, possibly power, and access. So if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and we have a piece of equipment to go out, I don't have to bother somebody else. And that could just be like a double lock on the gate or whatever the case may be. But those things so that we can co-locate our equipment there and then the manager.
Troy's probably got more practical experience with, you know, those kind of things than any of the
I was
rest
gonna
of
say,
us.
you work with other communities that already have.
I've had some where they allow it, and I've had some that told them to take a hike. So it just depends. It just depends on the circumstance.
So we don't need to make a motion, just let
No.
Troy take them out there and look.
I think he,
Yeah, no, I'm not asking for any instruction tonight, just
So,
so we can.
I don't have a problem with it, you don't have a problem with Troy taking them out to look, do you? And then you just come back to us with
Yeah,
whatever.
we'll have a proposal of what we want and what we'll give, hopefully next month.
Okay.
If we decide to move forward, which I certainly hope we do, but that's not always my decision, so.
Well, the next step is in his hands then.
Okay,
You just get with him and whenever he can get you in out there or take a look at it or whatever you gotta do.
excellent, thank you for your time.
Who'll be working out there, just call me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Other than that, master claims. Make a motion to accept the master claims for $13,909.51. Second. All in favor? Aye. Alright. Public comments for the water.
Nothing said about the water, but I just want to share with you that I've been working on the flower bed on the south side, which was a mess, and I'm just about done. So I'd appreciate it if you took a look at it. I'm at this end, and I should either be done tonight or in the morning.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Any other public comments? I guess we'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor? Ayes have it.